for once I can say hello and welcome. Yeah, I've literally just finished a project that I've been, well, when I say finished the project, I've got a bit of testing to do with it, but I have seen it, well, this is the first time I've seen it in the real world, if you're forgivable. It's like ready player go, isn't it, really? But yeah, in the real world as we know it in Farm Simulator. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, to add the additional hopper, so it's got a little bit of storage on it, and I've done it. I've given it a bit of a hole. It did take a long time not to destroy a lot of the others. It's not quite right, but it would work. Yeah, there's I'll climb on it, I'll show you what I mean. At a cursory glance, it does look like you could, the hoppers, it's not filled in. You can see that it's like okay. Like if you get a little bit closer, probably need a tractor actually. Yeah, I would say. Well, do is let you go for a second. In fact, no. The best way to do this, I always forget about this, is to send the drones in. If you look closely, I could get rid of the top. It's a decal actually that does the grating. I couldn't for the life of me find the lower decal for that one there that you can see. But if you look at that, the beat or whatever would go into that hold, and then I don't know how they'd get out, but that's not really that's not really a problem. I suppose in real life that it would actually be a bit of a pain. But I suppose if we did do this in real life, I haven't got the animation for that, doesn't mean to say I wouldn't do it. You could actually tip that along that point there and have it as a hopper that pops out like a back. So then it would work totally. And I'm sure, given enough time, I was just trying to proof of concept to see if could I actually do this. I'm sure I could, given enough time, find out that one and get rid of it. It took all of my skill. I've actually managed to sort of get to this far to actually get rid of that. It was a bit of a challenge on so well, how do I get rid of that, because it's a bit of a tricky one. But now once you know how to do it, then you can take it anywhere. So I've added the hopper a bit in Blender, and it's a bit thick on this end, but I thought I can always tweak it at a later time. It's just that I wanted to get it plugged in where it would actually work, and it is. So also that new mod that we've got, I've not got a field ready or anything like that. Now I could actually sort of do this where we would do, yeah, like actually sort this, and I will be doing some testing because I made this have sugar beet and that already. It had sugar beet and it had red beets. That was its natural thing. Now the one thing I'm going to say is the sugar beets, that they won't go in it. It's just for the realism of saying, yeah, because that doesn't know that hopper's there. At least I don't think it will. What's that to the right of us? Spinach. That's not what's used to us. No, we could. Do we? No, we don't own this field, but we could sort of have a bit. I might actually, yeah, off camera. What I'm going to do is I would like to see. Yeah, the one thing that really ruined this for me when I was sort of testing with this really. Was the fact it did like weird things on the belts. Now I'm quite sure in time I will be able to figure out how to send that down there, but for now I really haven't. It's just enough for me that physically in real life we know that the things would go in there, so therefore it has got additional storage. That's all I'm really trying to achieve, but I wanted to make it that it really would happen in real life. That it's not just me pretending it's got a 10,000 litre hold or something like that. It really has now got that, and obviously if I extend that and make that a little bit thinner, it would go. I could actually also go down, but then looking at that, I would imagine you could actually put a bottom in it and just drop the bottom, or you could, as I said, lift it to that point and then it would all just tip on that front edge and you could put a trailer, or you could tip it on the ground. With that other mod that we've just finished making, to be honest, they make quite a formidable team. You could use the two, grab the stuff off the floor, and I've got to be honest, now I know, coming from or living in Lincolnshire for quite a few years, we used to see the sugar beet harvests. I remember this morning. Yeah, I used to see the sugar beet huts. I've got to be honest, it really does go on the ground. I mean, it's the proper. Now, we may not ever do that in Farming Simulator, but it really does do that in real life. It really does get dropped, and there's often like a holding. I wouldn't say pens. I was going to say holding pens. Like holding areas, usually concrete slabs on the edge of a field that have been used for that, and they'll literally come and grab it. I saw another one a few years ago, actually where I am now, and likewise, they're on the edge of the field, and they got a belt system, literally got a belt system, and it got loaded into lorries. So again, it really is done that way. It's not often done where you'd go straight into a trailer. Now, obviously, in Farming Simulator. Now, the one thing I'd like to do is actually make sure that there's still, yeah, because I'm not sure how this is going to affect. Now, I don't think, if I remember rightly, but again, this is another reason I wanted to record this. This is the bit I'm not sure what that is. That's right. So it really would work. That would take it and stick it in that area, but it also would go to the left and fill that area before going up and out of the pipe. Now, we know, as I said, the one thing it's not going to like do anything, even if I did do this. But I am intrigued on. Yeah, give me a few minutes. I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll be right back. Right, moment of truth. Let's just have a look and see here, because it was awful. It had some horrible particles, but I might be able to take all of the bits that I've done away, because naturally that modder will have added that. So I just want to see, is it doing that horrible? Oh no, it's not actually. Wow, amazing. It is. Now obviously it's not going to see that bit to the left, but it is going to see that it's got storage, because we've obviously added the capacity to the actual harvester. So just intrigued to see whether that would actually, I don't think it will, I don't think for a minute that's actually going to work. It's just that I don't know how the game does if you can't. I've got to be honest, I always have been terribly impressed with Giants and the way that the physics work. So if there really was a hole to the left, I think it'll have bounds. I think it'll have that is much better. Yeah, I think it'll have bounds. I don't think it'll go to the left, because it's going to have. Now, I might be able to do something about that though. Thinking about it, yeah, it may well have like an edge, and if I can like find that, I can tweak it. Then it really would go into the hopper, and that would be an absolute beaut. But obviously, it will be told by Giants that that was the edge of the machine. So if I extended that, it really would. At that point, very soon, go over that bit of metal and go into there. This actually would work, but it would get stuck. Yeah, it would fill the hopper so that your storage would be, but then like when it gets to a certain point, yeah, you can see actually it's not ever going to go to the left. I think it's gone above. Yeah, it's gone above now. So I love the way this goes when it reaches top. Literally, it is quite amazing. So that, yeah, it just lifts it up and everything. That's quite amazing. So yeah, it doesn't go to the left. I didn't expect it to really, but again, I might be able to do something about that. I just wanted to make this like so that actually would really work. Can you see the metal on that? A little bit. It's like, yeah, I've done scratch metal on that and then painted it red. I tried to match the amity by eye as much as possible. It was a bit too bright to begin with, but it is true though. We could actually, again, with a bit more effort, I just thought I'd show you this. Yeah, really just to sort of see. I might have another bit of a tweak this afternoon, but as far as I'm concerned now, this is sort of like, it achieves what I wanted to, and it really would have that additional storage. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. So BI Industries and the R&D department, we have been busy. Yeah, so right, I have done it. I'm quite pleased with these. These are really, I think, quite nice. Even in this, you can see the actual liquid dropping on that. Actually, that's amazing. It is. I've got to be honest. There's an awful lot of. Oh no, it's just washed it. Yeah, these have got some. Oh no, it is actually, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah, so there's the big VI, the little VI, and they are literally all over this one. Which of course the Amity ones would be like normally, but this is our version of the Amity. We're a very similar thing to the Amity. A very similar thing to the Amity. Yeah, so this is which will be the Lizard version. Obviously, I've got to change my licensing, but it is still going to have the badges on because it is a VI Industries, and I really do like that. That looks really professional and snazzy. It's just a shame about. I might in time. I'm happy. It's all. There's no like errors or anything. I'm going to do a mod test with Giant's testing tool, and yeah, I'm quite pleased. So that is, in fact, I suppose I ought to take some screenshots of it like this, really. But I'm going to also take some pictures with the fill volume inside that. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Yeah, I shall keep you in. I'm planning on. I mean, I haven't stopped content creating. I have like literally been doing that. In fact, yeah, I've been doing Rettenback a lot because I've got quite a few episodes of Oakbridge Farm, and I've got Pelenio that I've got about 12-14 episodes that I haven't put out there yet, because again we've got a European map. I'm hoping to I might, if I can get back to how things were, I might start to do 2 episodes a night again, because I personally find it, I've been getting used to my schedule of like uploading how many. I'm getting a backlog of videos now that I'd like to like put out there again. So yeah, I might do that too. I mean, I've been doing 2 while I've been doing Rettenback. I've been doing Rettenback and another one too, so at the minute, but once that Rettenback is finished, then obviously as I said, I'm only going to do 1, but I might well go, when I can, do 2, but I'm going to have 1 as my baseline, just so that, you know, like, you all know that I might not do 2. It might be 1, and like when I've got a bit more time, it will be 2, or the short runs I might do 2. But I just would really like to show Pelenye. I'm really proud of that. It's one of my best favourite Let's Plays, and I really like to get it out there so you can all see it, because it was one of those. It's not exactly the same as I did in FS22, but it follows very closely. Only obviously I've made my own mods, so therefore I've used those quite a bit. But I really would love to get it aired, because it is nice. I really want to get Rizu Forest finished. I've got 1 more year to run, just got the harvest to do, and then 1 more year to run in the vegetables, and I think we will have done JM Gaming's map absolutely proud at that point. We certainly are kicking the ball out knocking the ball out the court. I'm going to use that analogy. It's true. So yeah, just another news article. So this is now finished. Yeah. So again, thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I do hope that you'll see this in the Modhub in a few weeks, as in like a release. That would be really nice. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.